Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another review for you here. This one is a 1/18th scale Autoart Mazda RX7 SA22. This car was my first love in the game Gran Turismo 2 for everybody who remembers it. I always very distinctly remember the bright green one and always wanting one. I don't know, I guess it's just the shape of it. It almost looks like a rocket with that front end, with how pointed it is, and just something I would describe as the perfect side profile. I don't know, it's proportioned perfectly, in my opinion. Again, that's an opinion, but that's just what I think. Anyways, I'm here with this model today, and I'm going to give you all a tour of it and what I like about it, and maybe a few things that could have been improved upon. So we'll start off here with the hood since I've got it up. It comes with a little crowbar or prop rod here. Unfortunately, it doesn't really stick into place on the car. You have to like actually put it on, but it doesn't hold or anything. It comes out very easily, but you can at least put it there to keep the hood up and everything like that. When I first got the model, I had no idea what it was for. I just thought, oh, I've got this really tiny Allen wrench. But no, it's actually for that if you read the instructions. Story of my life, I never read the instructions. Anyways, so yeah, it's a very nice engine here. I don't know too much about rotary engines, but it looks detailed pretty nice. It's got the Mazda in white there on the air filter here, saying rotary engine and all that. All the wires look nice, the tanks, even the struts are painted, which is really nice. Of course, we've got our nice side view mirrors mounted up on the side here because this is a Japanese spec. I always thought those kind of mirrors were really cool and gave the car a nice profile that, of course, US cars never have. One thing that I've noticed too about the hood over time is that when you open and close it, as well as the pop-up headlights, which I'll get to next, the paint has been rubbing off over the years. At this point, I've had the car for 10 years, and I've really only got it out a handful of times. It's pretty much sat in its box most of its life, but you can see in some areas how the paint's starting to come up, unfortunately. Something I'm surprised at. I feel like Autoart should have done a better job, considering the price that you pay for this and how now collectors, I think, are going for around $300-400. I think I've seen $500 at some points on eBay. But I bought this when it was still on their website, and it was probably about $130 back then. And then coming around to the front here, I'm about to show you the pop-up headlights, but I just wanted to point out this nice little Mazda logo right there. I always thought that was pretty cool. And of course, it's got the Savannah RX7 written on the front. I always thought that was so cool. And then if we take the front of the car here, there's a little lever underneath, and you just kind of pull it, and then the headlights come up. So they look pretty accurate. I really like them. And then of course, you don't even have to pull the lever, you can just flick them down like that. Pretty simplistic. We'll move around to the rear here. I really like the brake lights on it. I think they did an awesome job. They even put in like little metal rivets on the taillights. I think they're painted on, but it's still really nice, and it's not like it's gonna come off or anything. You'd have to really like probably file it down or something for that to come off. So it's really nice detailing back here. The exhaust tips are also really, really nice looking. These are probably some of the best looking exhaust tips. If you ever remember seeing the car on Tahiti Road in Gran Turismo 2 when you could see the exhaust, this literally looks just like that view when it's coming around the big bend turn before you go into that 90-degree turn to head back down the hill. It just looks really, really nice. And there's the rest of the car from the underside. while we're talking about it. And then the hatch here is also really nice. You can kind of pry it open from the side here. It's not like the C4 Corvette that I shot earlier where the whole canopy opens up. It's just the rear panel. But in that way, it's, I think, a little bit stronger and less fragile because it's a smaller piece. Of course, we still have the gas shocks that are actually mounted on the window here. That's kind of interesting. And then I'm not really sure what exactly this is for. I guess this is to tie luggage down or something like this. You see this in the real car as well, but they put it in there. So it's a nice attention to detail. Of course, you've got that nice brown carpeting, which I really like. You can even see your rear seats here, which if you look in there, it even has like chrome stripping back right about there. I know it's hard to see from this angle, but I'm just impressed that they went to that amount of detail even in the back seats of the car. Let's see if I can get the doors open here. The doors are kind of tricky on this car since you don't have like a sunroof or anything like that. There we go. So one thing that I've noticed about the doors on this car, the hinges are really, really great. This is probably one of the best opening doors on any car model that I've ever had. They just slam shut really nice and they open so beautifully. They don't wiggle at all. They don't fall open when you turn the model on its side. Like, they're perfect. They really are. The detail is also superb on them. You can see the nice shadowing that they put in there. There's even a chrome strip that runs the entire length of the door, which doesn't really show up on the camera, but in real life, you can definitely see it. It's a very nice detail. It also runs across the whole dashboard there, right underneath that speaker that you see. And of course, this is shotgun since this is a Japanese car, like I said earlier, so we can see everything else from that angle. I really like the seats on this car too. I don't know if the other colors came with these, because they also made a white one, Autoart did, and then they made a yellow one, but I'm not sure what color interior they had for them. I just always wanted the green one, so that's the one I got. But very 70s, but I really like it. And then let me see if I can get the other door open here too. I'll take a look at the driver's side. So on this side, it's pretty much similar in terms of the overall feel of the interior. Of course, you've got the nice 4-point steering wheel that says Mazda. I know it's tiny lettering, but it does say it if you look close enough. The gear shifter also has all the little numbers on the top of the shifter, including reverse. I mean, the amount of detail. I remember when I first got this car at 18, I was just blown away by it. Even the instrument cluster has all the different gauges and everything in it, which it doesn't look like it's showing up, but it's just really a really nice model. Just like the C4 Corvette that I shot earlier, this was from the Millennial, or oh, not Millennial. I mean, I am a millennial, but this is the Millennium series that they made back, I think in like the early 2010s, or maybe like 2009, somewhere around that time area. And I really feel like the quality of the cars from Autoart was best then. At the ones I've looked at online these days, I just haven't really been impressed by them as much. And also, it doesn't really seem like they're producing any older models anymore. They've kind of gone for just all the new supercars and hypercars, but I don't know. I just really like the old cars though. You can never you can never get past pop-up headlights. Like, those are always going to be cool in my book. So, anyways, that's pretty much everything I've got to say on it, and we'll probably have a new review for you coming soon here.